Growing up, I always told people that I was going to become the President of the United States. Modest, I know. And then all my classmates started telling me we'd do surveys and we'd fill out information forms of who is going to be the president from your class, who is going to do this, who's going to do that. And I was always the one listed there. And then I came to the realization at a very early age that being the President of the United States would only limit me to 8 years of control at most. I realized I didn't like that. And then I realized I liked making my own schedule, and I liked doing a lot of different things, and I wanted to do something creative and something unique. So naturally, living in rural Nebraska, I decided that I would look to the population of the town to see what I could do to help out. I always wanted to do something to change and to help people. And so in the situation in the town that I lived in, a lot of people that my parents knew, that family members knew, we knew the whole town knew us. They were having computer problems, as simple as that. These people were about 80 years old. They would go to an aerobics class. They would do something with my parents. They went to church with me. So I decided I was going to monetize on this business. I was going to fix computers for a living. No one else in the world did it. It was the easiest thing ever. And in return for my payment, I was really looking towards the monetary value. I asked for cookies. Sooner or later, people started asking me how much I charged, and I answered sugar or chocolate chip or some delicious flavor, peppermint at the end at the holiday season. Little did I know that what I was doing, at least what my town thought I was doing, was something innovative. I had no idea at the time when I was doing this, when I was 12, 13 years old, that I was sparking innovation amongst people. Steve Jobs once said that the only way you can distinguish between a leader and a follower is through innovation. I had no idea what that meant, and still I'm kind of trying to figure it out. So what I did is I eventually started this business. And first I called it BCom Tech Solutions for Brent Comstock, because every good business is the name of the founder, right? And I decided that I wanted to fix computers, and I wanted to do all these things. And then I realized soon after connecting with friends in the city of Lincoln and Omaha, Nebraska, that there are a lot of people that do that, and I am insignificant entirely. So we started developing marketing strategies, and we started doing technology for startup companies and providing solutions in a rural area of Nebraska where these things are not common. It's not common in Nebraska for you to have 15 different stores. The nearest Starbucks is about an hour away. The nearest Walmart is 20 miles away. The nearest McDonald's is 20 miles away. So there was a need and a demand for this service, and I had this huge operation going. It went out of my basement. We had the storage room, we had the desk where I would work, and then we had another desk which has now been converted from a foosball table to hold all the computer equipment. I decided soon enough that this wasn't significant enough for me to do, and I wanted to do something on a much larger scale. So we started working with people, and through a word-of-mouth strategy, it all turned into something where we are now able to work with nonprofit foundations around the world. We work with people around the world. People work on a team with us to develop marketing strategies for people that you would have never thought would need one. A small church in a small community, a large business in New York, a business in Texas. And all of this was based on the idea that we wanted to impact change. Everything that we did, I never saw as a monetary value until we started conducting business in a business-type fashion. And I thought the entire time, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And why am I sparking innovation? This is a map of my town, and when I was on an airplane last week, a lady was sitting next to me, and she goes, "Oh, that looks like the map in the hotel I'm staying in." And I said, "No, this is the community that I live in." She's like, "Oh, what building?" I said, "No, this is a town." Just to give you a little perspective of where I come from, the red dot is where my school is, and then the dot above that is my address. Please don't stalk me. I don't live there anymore, so you'll be creeping my parents and my dog and sister. So it's about 6-7 blocks away. There is no traffic. There are 2 stoplights to let you know, in case you were wondering. And this is a picture of the downtown in the background. That's it, and I love where I come from. I was able to meet hundreds of people from around the country because they thought it was so unique that I was able to take such a simple idea and market it into something much bigger. So then people started asking me for advice, and I thought, I have no idea what to tell them other than I started for cookies, so if you want to make money, start for something a little bit bigger than that. But hey, they were good. And so I started looking into things. How am I going to spark innovation in people? And what is this thing called innovation? I heard it over and over and over again. I heard about the Silicon Valley. I heard about New York. And I thought, why are these things not taking place in the Midwest? What is so unique about these places other than their population that is so diverse from the Midwest? And so I've come to the conclusion and made some assumptions that now that I'm able to help other entrepreneurs, I've come to the conclusion that every presentation should have a calling component. As audience members here today, you may find it interesting about what I did, you may not. That's fine, that's entirely your own choice. But I feel like as sitting here today, I want to leave you with something impactful. Whether it's something about a computer question later, or if it's something related to marketing, I feel as everyone in this room, as we're trying to spark innovation, spark success, whether that's in a nonprofit, whether that's as an entrepreneur, it's very easy in today's society to look at a door that's open. I see a door back there that's open. I see all these doors that are open. There are opportunities all around us. But as people sitting here today, we're the kind of people, and our generation needs to be the kind of people that are looking at the door that's locked. How are you going to unlock that door? Innovation doesn't take place by just going through a door that's already open. The company that I established, we saw what people were doing in the area for technology, and we wanted to change something about that. The cookie thing was the first part. And it's important as entrepreneurs that we look at this locked door, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to change society. It might be this similar to something else, but we all need to put our own significant touch on it. And so when people say, well, Brent, I don't understand how, I'm not creative, I'm not innovative. Yes, this is a garbage truck, wait for it. They say, I can't come up with good ideas, or I have an idea, but it's not a business, or I have an idea, but I don't know how to impact change, or I failed. The key word, the F word, failure. As an innovator, as an entrepreneur, that's happened to me multiple times, as probably more than I'd like to admit. Little bumps along the way, big bumps along the way. And someone very special to me told me one time, Brent, you're going to fail. It's going to happen, so you might as well get over it now. But at the company that I work with and the teams and the startups that I've been able to be a part of, I've noticed that people have to adapt from failure. So the garbage truck comes once a week. When you have that idea that has failed or something, throw it out. Move on to the next garbage component. Be creative. And yes, this is a blank PowerPoint slide. Be creative. What is your title? What is your subtitle? We live in a world where we're forming to people's standards and we're trying to be innovative how people want us to be innovative. So my challenge to you today is to make your own title, make your own subtitle. For me, that was through entrepreneurship. That's how I found my spark and my flame. But it's important that you defy your odds, define your future, and we try, and I hope that you will try in the future, to catalyze creativity. Thank you.